Welcome back. So the second of four reviews today. Going into this game, I have this feeling. I still have this feeling that the winner of today's game very likely to win this series. The Minnesota Wild. I did not know this coming into today. They've never had a 3-1 series lead. So it was Hill versus Gustafsson. Things get pushed in an early hold by Gustafsson. Eichel's denied as Vegas presses. Hartman fires one wide from the slot. Bogosian as the blast is tipped aside. Haig has a screenshot that's saved. The rebound is cleared. Shots are 3-1 Vegas at 5 minutes. We then get a power play drawn by the Vegas Golden Knights. Early clear, Vegas cycle. Smith's denied, and then Theodore's not. From the high slot past a screen, he makes it 1-0 for the Golden Knights. Barbashev and Eichel with the assists at 6:47. Vegas looks for another. The fans call one, but the referee sucks. They let the referee know it's a chant that we heard a lot in this game. Things get pushed in a hold by Hill. Eichel to Barbashev. There's a near miss there. And then at 10:43 on what was only their second shot on net, the Minnesota Wild score. On a pass from behind the net, Rossi roofs one. The assist to Trenyan and Brazo. Vegas looks to respond. Theodore misses one high from in close. There's a net feed to Kaprizov. Near miss there. Brazo has a net drive chance that's blocked. We go over 5 minutes without a whistle, too, towards the end of that first period. Pietrangelo has a one-timer that's held. Wild press in the final minute. They're kept to the outside. It's 1-1 after one. Second period. There's an early press by the Wild, and they would score. At 1:24, Foligno buries a rebound from the doorstep. The assist to Hartman and Zuccarello. Vegas presses at 2.5 minutes. Things get scrummy on a hold by Gustafsson. Too many men on the ice, so Vegas goes to the power play there. Early clear. Eichel has a wrister that's saved. Power play's killed off, and then after it's done, Riley Smith with a one-timer that's blocked out by the Wild. Shots are 5-3 for Vegas at 6.5 minutes. Buium has a chance that's held as the Wild press, and I think Buium's played well, considering his first games in the National Hockey League are playoff games, and they're against the contending Vegas Golden Knights. I think he's played pretty darn well. Although tonight he did get, well, today, still daylight out. Today he did end up taking a penalty, and we'll talk about that when we get there. So, Carlson's denied on a rush. Then there's an offensive zone penalty to Eriksson Ek, so the referee's informed that he sucks yet again. Early clear, Vegas cycles. Eichel's denied. Puck's cleared out. Vegas then goes offside as they're trying to set up the power play again. The power play's killed off. The shot by Eichel, the only chance they had, so one shot on net there. Wild then get a power play. Zuccarello has a chance that's held. The Wild then cycle. There's a near miss for Eriksson Ek. Their power play's killed off. It also only recorded the one shot. Goudreau has a rush chance that's held. Eichel has a net feed that's blocked. Vegas presses with 5 minutes left. The shots are 11-9 Vegas with 4 minutes left. More pressure by Vegas with 2.5 minutes left. The Wild get pinned down. And then a Vegas hand pass bails out the Wild because a lot of those players have been on the ice for 3 minutes. So 3-minute shifts, that's a long time. And Minnesota lucky that the hand pass ended that press by Vegas. Foligno then has a hit on McNabb that draws cheers. There's a near miss for Nick Roy in the closing seconds. It's 2-1 Minnesota after 2. Third period, early jump for the Wild. Pietrangelo then has a screenshot that's saved. Stone gets bloodied. It's near the eye as well. So the officials discuss, and it's a 4-minute power play, a 4-minute penalty on Buium. Stone would leave for stitches. And, it's one of these things that happens. You try to, play the stick. You catch the guy in the face. It happens. But yeah, this was definitely an issue now for Minnesota because they have to kill off that 4-minute power play. So there's an early clear and then another. Ref, you suck is then chanted because there was a non-call they felt on a Vegas player there. The Wild clear again. The first 2 minutes are killed off and Vegas had almost nothing to look at there. However, it is 4 minutes. And at 4:48, Roy buries a rebound from the slot. Hurdle and Dorofeev with the assists. It's a 2-2 tie. Howden then has a 2-on-1 chance that's held. There's some pushing, and the Wild are having turnover issues. Honestly, in this game, I didn't think the Wild were very sharp at certain points, and Vegas just didn't take advantage of that. The Wild are going to have to be careful because Vegas is going to figure that out. They're going to get better at this, I think, so you got to watch that. Stretch press to Brazo goes offside. Vegas presses at 7 minutes. The shots at that point were 6-2 in favor of the Golden Knights. No room for the Wild with the puck. Things then get punchy on a hold by Gustafsson. And then at 10:01, the fans were not happy. They felt that Hurdle should have had a penalty. But while he's down on the ice with, I think it was Hartman he was tied up with, Stone banks it in off his skate. It was some nice billiards moves there by Stone. Plays the bank off of Hurdle's skate into the net. And all of a sudden, Vegas has a 3-2 lead. So Hurdle from Stone and McNabb, and Minnesota fans wanted a call there. So Vegas has the lead until 10:59. On a wraparound, Spurgeon ties it, Eriksson Ek and Middleton with the assists. And I thought Hill looked shaky for stretches of this game once again. Vegas calls a timeout. They do not challenge for goalie interference. I'm kind of, I don't know, the whole thing with calling a timeout to get an extra 30 seconds to decide whether or not to challenge. I understand that that's their timeout. They can call it when they want, but it just makes the game kind of drag. Anyways, Vegas presses to respond. Trennan has a breakaway chance that nearly scores, does not go in. Shots are 8-7 Vegas with 8 minutes left. The referee is informed that he sucks again. There was another call that the fans made. The referee did not. Teams trade rushes. The Wild iced the puck with 4:29 left. Smith was robbed in close. Gustafsson holds there. And Vegas had momentum in those final 5 minutes for the most part. The Wild would press with 3 minutes left. And I just want to say this. I've talked about the announcers. I want to talk about today's announcers. Darren Pang is 100% neutral. I did not get that same feeling of these announcers really want Vegas to win. I didn't feel that at all today. And I just wanted to throw that out there. I thought today was right down the middle. Nicely down the middle. So we end up going to overtime, to the surprise of no one. Hanifin has a rush chance that's saved. Hartman's then denied on a rush as well. Wild press at 2 minutes. The fans call one. The referee does not. Boldy has a backhand that's held. Shots are 4-1 Minnesota at 4.5 minutes. The teams trade turnovers. Vegas presses 6 minutes in. Barbashev has a 3-on-2 chance that's saved. And then the puck goes the other way and Eriksson Ek is denied on a rush as well. We then get a power play for the Wild. The Wild call a timeout before it starts. Boldy fires one high. Puck's cleared. Zuccarello has a shot that's blocked. There's back-to-back clears. That power play's killed off just the one shot on net. Things get pushy on a hold by Gustafsson. Hartman has a rush chance that's caught and held. Vegas presses with 4 minutes left. Eichel fires one wide on a rush. Vegas presses after. And at 17:26, after an intentional offside was called on Minnesota, which I thought was, and again, I don't want to complain about officiating. I thought that was an iffy call. And especially in overtime, really important time of the game. But on the face-off win, Minnesota has a failed clear, and Barbashev ends it at 17:26. Roy and Smith with the assists. So that one's buried from the doorstep. No chance for Gustafsson. It's a 4-3 win for Vegas. This series is tied at 2. And as I said previously, I feel like this was a really big game. If Minnesota won, they'd be up 3-1. We've seen 3-1 comebacks. I'm not saying the series will be over, but I felt like whoever won this game probably wins the series. Vegas now has home ice advantage back. All they need to do is win Game 5, and then you're leaving Minnesota having to win 2 in a row, which is very difficult against the Golden Knights. Shots on net favored Vegas the whole way through. 11-4 in the first, 12-10 in the second, 12-8 in the third, 12-10 in the overtime, including the shot that matters. Final shots 47-32 for Vegas. Power plays, Vegas 2 for 5, Minnesota 0 for 2. The hits 33-28 Vegas. Aiden Hill saved 29 out of 32. Gustafsson saved 43 out of 47. Entertaining game. And in the end, of course, Minnesota fans unhappy with the net result of this. But, I mean, it happens. Now they have to pick themselves up and try to do what they did the last time they were in Vegas and try to sneak out with a win, which is very, very difficult. Not an easy task, and I'm not saying they're going to get it done, but that's what they're going to try to do. And for Vegas, they survived a scare today. Now they can go home. They have home ice advantage. If they can score one early in Game 5, which I think is on Tuesday, then they may very well be able to dig their way out of this. The Minnesota Wild are a team that have not won a round since 2015, and at some point in time, that doubt starts to creep into your mind, doesn't it? Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.